Do you look like this or this? Unfortunately, a lot of us are more like the second version. But never fear, I've got some tips that will get you moving lightning fast. Hey everyone, Damien the Kung Fit Coach here. Last week we looked at one of the most commonly misperformed moves in Lian Huan Quan. Today we're looking at what could well be the hardest, and it just so happens to be the very next one. This is one of the most dynamic parts of the form. To do this move properly, you need to be able to turn and sit down into Gong Bu quickly and smoothly. We're going to start with some tips which make this move easier to do, and for some of you, that might be enough. The number one thing that's going to affect your ability to do this move is the spacing of your feet. And the same can be said of pretty much any of the main stance transitions. Too narrow and your hips won't have room. Too wide and you won't have the flexibility or leg length to get all the way down. Start with your feet spread about the length of one of your legs apart. From here, slowly sink down into Gong Bu, making small adjustments to your extended foot as you go. Do this a few times to get a feel for how far apart your feet need to be for you to be comfortable in Gong Bu. As an aside, this is your approximate starting position for Ma Bu as well. Once you have that sussed, get into the starting position with the correct spacing. From here, you should find it much easier to sit down into Gong Bu smoothly. If you want to move quickly, make sure you use your core as well. Don't just turn from the hips, make sure that core is actively engaged to turn you as well. Tip number 3 is to make sure you turn and sink at the same time. Make sure this is a single smooth movement and not two. If you're still struggling your way down though, you can't get the necessary snap, and forcing it is a brilliant way to hurt yourself. So we're going to build on the attributes necessary to help you to build up to this. We're going to start with one of my favourite exercises, Cossack squats. These are great for building the strength and mobility in the hips and the legs, especially the adductors, which are key for a good Gong Bu. So we're going to start by spreading our feet about the distance of one of our legs with them turned out slightly. From here, we're going to take our weight over to one side, bending the leg with the knee going in line with the toes. For the opposite foot, we'll turn the toes up towards the ceiling as we go. If you can, lean over the extended leg as well. It'll work that adductor a little bit more. Go as low as you can and then push yourself back up using both legs. Make sure you engage that adductor. As you near the top, transition your weight over to the other side and repeat. Do as many repetitions as you can and then rest for 2 minutes. Then go again. Once you've done 3 sets, you can stop. Now, if you can do 20, or if you get to the point where you can do 20 on each side, start introducing a little bit of weight to make it a little bit more difficult, slowly increasing the weight as you get stronger. To build mobile strength in the hips and a strong lower back that will allow you to avoid tweaking it, we can use Gong Bu sky reaches. We're going to start the same foot position, right leg slightly bent. From here, we turn to the right, reach our hands up to the right towards the ceiling. This is going to get us more directly working on the final move. From here, we turn back to the left, sinking our weight down on this right leg as we go, trying to keep our weight more towards the right. Then we reach our hand towards that left foot. Try not to sit too far back though. Keep your weight a little bit more central. As you finish, reach your hands as close to your foot as you can. From here, we simply reverse up and reach back to the sky. Again, aim for 20 reps per side for 3 sets, adding weight when you're able to do so. This will make it even easier to do the move quickly. Our final exercise, Gong Bu drop squares, are going to help build control and get you used to keeping that weight a little bit further back rather than going forwards and then back. Start by lifting one leg up and then sink down as low as you can possibly go. From here, shoot this leg out straight and then sink down into Gong Bu. Try to delay the final part of the move as long as you can. From here, you can either get straight up or transition through your stances and do this in a full square on each side. If you do these exercises consistently and you follow the tips at the start of this video, you should be mastering this Lian Huan Quan move in no time. If you're still having trouble getting down into a good Gong Bu though, I recommend you check out this video. It'll take you through some more in-depth tips on how to get down into a really good stance, and it'll also tell you a little bit more about how Gong Bu is used. Of course, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers.